And we're back. Selamat malam, selamat datang di stream Sky Ranger Ace Attorney Investigations Collection yang ke-3 ya. Kita sudah selesai case pertama dan case kedua di 2 stream pertama, dan hari ini kemungkinan kita coba lanjut ke case 3, tapi aku nggak tahu sih. Semakin kesini semakin panjang case-nya, jadi kita lihat bisa selesai atau enggak. Kalau enggak, kita break jadi 2 saja. Malam Yura, malam di. Selamat datang juga yang baru datang. Kita belum mulai bahkan. Terakhir kita baru menyelesaikan Turnabout Airlines. Ada pembunuhan di pesawat, dan ternyata itu 2 hari sebelum pembunuhan yang kejadian di kantor Edgeworth. Jadi sekarang adalah kasus juga yang kejadiannya juga setelah landing tapi sebelum case pertama. Halo Sheila, welcome to the stream. Jadi lanjutannya dari case kemarin itu, tiba-tiba kita ditelepon sama seorang Bapak Ernest Amano, dan katanya anaknya telah diculik. Ada kidnapping. Jadi episode 3 ini adalah The Kidnap Turnabout. Mari kita langsung mulai saja. Episode 3, The Kidnap Turnabout. Don't worry, Mr. Edgeworth, I'll be following your every movement with my binoculars. Good to hear. Now make sure you don't lose sight of me. I'm counting on you for backup. You can count on me, sir. Jadi kontak langsung dengan kidnapper. Kidnappernya minta uang ransom, dan yang harus nganterin uangnya si Edgeworth. Money is all there, safe inside the suitcase. Kita tunggu further instructions dulu. I wonder who else is around. This is the meeting place after all. Astaga. Ima, thank you. Pertama kali traktir. Apa tadi? Nilai ujian bagus. Ntar aku cek ya. Halo, ada Cing Chow juga. Perkiraan selesai jam berapa? Kita coba cap di 3 jam-an sih. Kalau misalnya belum kelar, paling aku cut dulu ya. Soalnya kemungkinan besar semakin case-nya semakin banyak, semakin lama. Jadi kemungkinan besar bisa tidak selesai dalam 1 kali stream sih. Jadi paling aku pecah-pecah. Nilai ujian aku bagus banget, khawatir buat semester depan. Aduh, bisa Ima. Thank you tadi udah traktir. Oke, lanjut dulu ya. Welcome to Gatewater Land. Oh, thank you. And a big hello to you. I'm the Proto Badger. Nice to meet you. Jadi ini theme park, dan maskot-maskotnya Badger. I think it's the Blue Badger mascots. Jadi salah satunya the Proto Badger. Excuse me, but were you perhaps thinking of taking a picture of me? A picture of you? Sorry, but I'm not interested. Bang, aku telat nggak bang? Halo Bang Ahmad, welcome to the stream. Selamat malam, selamat datang. Enggak, kita baru mulai. Baru mulai case ketiga sih. Oh, that's too bad. Well, have a good day. Nah, ini kita ditelepon sama kidnappernya nih kayaknya. Hello? Oh, ini pakai voice changer. Who are you? You are not Ernest Amano. It sounds like the kidnapper is using some sort of voice alteration device. I'm his representative, Miles Edgeworth. Are you a cop? Kamu polisi? Bukan. I'm a prosecutor. I know what you're wondering, and yes, I have brought the ransom money. Jadi kita bawa koper isinya duit ini. Buat ini. In that case, bring the money with you to the stadium. So this person intends to see if I'm being followed, huh? Oke, jadi kita ke stadium. Waduh, kasusnya kayaknya sih nggak ada ya kasusnya. Edward speaking. Oke, disuruh ke haunted house sekarang. And just how long do you intend to have me wander around for? That's for me to decide. You don't have much of a choice here, my friend. Oke. Kita sampai rumah hantu. What a dismal place. That's it, go through those doors. Am I being watched from somewhere? Leave the money and go. Now. Ugh. I was hoping for an exchange, but maybe I should do as they say for now. And not push it. I couldn't catch even a glimpse of the kidnapper. Perhaps I should keep an eye on this haunted house until police backup arrives. Waduh. It was a trap. Kita diserang proto badger. Mengerikan. Bang, kok gak ada scene saling tuduh menuduhnya? Sabar. Baru mulai. That guy. Betrayed. No, can't be. Then the deal. Who is that? And what are they talking about? Split. Police. Alright. In front of. Meet up. I can't move my body. I fear I may faint again. Edgeworth ditangkap sepertinya. How long was I out? It wasn't raining like this is now when I made the drop. Sekarang hujan artinya. Yeah. This was supposed to be a simple affair. So why have I been taken hostage as well? I can only assume Detective Gumshoe lost sight of me at some point. The only reason I agreed to be the drop-off man because of the phone call. Jadi ditelepon pas landing sama ini Bapak Ernest Amano. look really old, Heihachi. The director of the powerful Zaibatsu, the Amano group. But aside from that, I also owe him a great debt of gratitude. His only son, Lance, had been kidnapped. Anaknya diculik si Lance. I know Lance already in his 20s, but I guess some things you never grow out of. I can sit around waiting for someone to come help me. I must escape somehow. Edgeworth jualan es teh aja. Dia ini sih, jaksa sih. Malam Laras, welcome to the stream. Selamat malam. Edgeworthnya, ha, was that you making that funny sound? Who's there? And how dare you laugh at a gentleman's plight? Ini dia guys, one of my favorite characters. Who are you? Are you one of the kidnappers? A kidnapper? Me? No way. I'm not into such petty crimes. Nope, I'm after something much, much bigger. Ugh, I must be worn out from today's ordeal. Focus smiles. Timnya juga asik. Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. Sorry about that. Ahem. Even in the depths of night, when no other bird dares to take flight, one alone soars to shine, the light of righteousness on the world's blight. And that one is me, for I am the great thief, Yatagarasu! Great thief? And did she really just claim to be the Yatagarasu? Oh, but my real name is Kay Faraday. You can call me Kay, Kay. Good, glad that's settled. Dia langsung ngasih tau nama aslinya. Not quite. I have a mountain of questions for you, but first, if you would be so kind as to remove these ropes. I wonder, should I remove them? I was actually having a lot of fun watching you make those silly faces. Hey, there's no need to get mad and icy glary on me, you know? This rope goes through here, and there you go. Terima kasih banyak. It's okay, you can pay me back in full later. Nothing is going to be easy with this cheeky girl. Great thief. So you call yourself a great thief, but are you really a thief at all? You doubt me? I get it, you think a young lady like me could possibly be such a big-time thief, right? That's not the part I have a tough time believing. I'm the real, genuine Yatagarasu, you know? I'm a pure-blooded great thief. Jadi, great thief itu keturunan. In that case, you wouldn't mind if I arrested you then, right? What? Of course I'd mind. I haven't stolen anything yet. So asik, nggak apa-apa, so asik. I don't know how you could say such horrible thing to your savior. You see. She has not stolen anything in front of me. Yet. So, Yatagarasu, right? Yatagarasu tuh kita udah belajar thief yang menculik kebenaran. The legendary great thief. I haven't had a chance to see anything yet as the second Yatagarasu. Jadi bisa di title Yatagarasu bisa diturunkan, turun temurun. Don't worry, I've got some big plans in the works. Big plans. They wouldn't happen to lead to a big arrest, would they? Direct sekali aja, kamu nggak akan ditangkap. I knew it. There's just no reasoning with a prosecutor. I'm not the problem here. The Yatagarasu has no interest in stealing petty trinkets. There's only one thing, and one thing I want to steal. That's gonna have to wait until we find our way out of here. Okay. Kita keluar dari sini dulu. So, you never told me what your name is, Mr. Prosecutor. I guess not. I'm Miles Edgeworth. Aha! Now I remember. How can you remember something I just told you? But she sure is cheery. Alright then, Mr. Edgeworth, let's get out of here. Huh? Dikunci? Yep. Kita dikunci. What? No way! I don't hear you! La la la! Okay, you do remember where you came in from, right? Yeah, lewat jendela. It looks like that might be our only ticket out. Whoops, slight miscalculation. That's a good height to make an entrance, but I can't jump that high to make an exit. Okay, mari kita mencari cara keluar. Ada HP? If only there was a way for us to contact someone on the outside. Ah, but we do. Ada my phone. Model apa tuh? Nokia. There was a cell phone here this whole time? If I'm right, Detective Gumshoe should have contacted the precinct for backup by now. Mr. Edgeworth, sir, are you okay? I was so worried, sir. I'm fine. I was not unconscious for a spell by the kidnapper, that's all. I'm sorry, sir. I'm such a failure. Yeah, benar. Tadi kan si Gumshoe watch kita tapi ternyata lost sight. Terus kejadian. Detective, we don't have time for this. Have the police set up a perimeter right now. You don't have to worry about that, sir. I already got the boys working on that. But in doing that, I sorta... What's wrong, Detective? Sorry to butt in, but I'm afraid you're going to have to make do with me. Who is this? Shi Long Lang of Interpol. A pleasure to speak with you, Mr. Edgeworth. I've heard a great deal about you. So why exactly is an Interpol agent like yourself involved in a domestic kidnapping case? Interpol lagi. Terakhir kita dengar Interpol si Hicks yang kemarin yang meninggal di pesawat. Don't sweat the details. A crime's a crime whether it's on a local or a global scale. Besides, you're the one who's in a world of trouble. And why would you say that? Lang Zi says, the pack that runs together stays together. You catch my drift? You caused quite a ruckus by running blindly into the situation and then getting caught. You should have contacted the police from the very beginning. Yeah, I'm sorry that happened because of lapse in judgment. However, I humbly request that you please save me from here. Nope, no can do. We're hunting the kidnapper now, and I don't have any hands to spare. Good luck, Mr. Prosecutor. We'll come find you eventually. You. Shi Long Lang. We'll meet him in a bit. What's wrong? Did you get cut off? No, my phone ran out of power. No way! It doesn't matter anyway. We should try to get out of here through our own means. Yeah, I have a name to live up to after all. If we put our heads together, we're sure to find a way out. Ini bagian dari kostum. Looks like the Bad Badger. It's looking as bad as ever. Looks like a costume head to me. I guess the Bad Badger costume is at the very least a two-piece. Tapi kenapa cuma kepalanya yang ada? Sisa kostumnya di mana? Oke. Bagian kepala kostum. lewat pintunya. They're holding a blue badger photo rally? You didn't know? It's not just the blue badger, it's his whole family too. Ada foto rally. Foto tiap anggota keluarga blue badger dan dapat hadiah. You can't do that. That's cheating. There's only one of each badger in the park, so you have to work for it. Okay. Ya, jadi cuma ada satu. There was one sitting against the wall in the haunted house. Seriously? I don't think that one counts. You have to take a picture of the costumed ones walking around the park. Okay. Badger photo rally. Man, why did they have to put the windows so high up? How is a thief supposed to make her daring escape? I suppose we could make it our way out if we were able to climb on top of these lockers. Haha, that's pretty clever. You'd make a good thief yet, Mr. Edgeworth. Please don't ever place my name and the word thief in the same sentence again. Bisa loncat? Nope. Why they have to make such ginormous lockers anyway? Okay. Bisa naik ke locker, tapi kita butuh foothold. Sesuatu buat dinaikin. Hey, there's something inside the bottom right box. I think it's a pink badger costume. Pink badger? You don't care what we're going on in the world, do you? Astaga. Oh. Iya kah? Nah, terima kasih hamba Allah. Oh, ini ngeblok ya? Yaudah nih, aku tutup aja. Door. Nah, golnya nggak penting. Thank you traktirannya. Oke, is this better? Bentar, coba. Iya. Oke, I see it. Kalau misalnya gini dia ngeblok ya? Iya. Oke. Think of it as a Bible of all the things you'll ever need to know about the clan. Oke, jadi ada 4 badger, ada proto badger, ada bad badger, pink badger, dan blue badger. Pakai kardus nggak sih? Kardus bukannya ini ya? Kalau misalnya kosong kan susah, nggak bisa naikin. Blue Badger Bible. This is where they keep all the costumes. Certainly looks that way. It's like the Badger family home. Jadi ada 8 kotak, tapi 7-nya kosong. Okay. But aren't these badgers the mascots of the police force? Well, I heard the police had a hand in sponsoring this theme park. Probably because the Gatewater Group owes the police from all those cases they solve. They have all the power of the state and they use it to make a theme park. It's not just any theme park, they have a handcuff-shaped, double-looping roller coaster. Oh, jadi ini dibantu oleh polisi. Apa? Theme parknya. That's quite enough. I'm feeling woozy from just the thought of such a thing. Okay. So, costumes. Just look at her eyelashes and the fact that she's pink. Yes, and her lips are red. See? Lipstick? What? She has nothing to say about the giant pink ribbon, or is that too obvious? Proto Badger? Excuse me, but his name is Proto Badger, not Blue Badger. He's based off the very first design, created by the local police chief. Jadi Alpha Badger Proto sih. You know, when you compare the two, the Blue Badger looks a bit cuter. And I suppose, as he continued to redesign, the chief managed to make him cuter and cuter. Are we comparing the Blue Badger to humans now? So this is the Blue Badger's rival, the Bad Badger, huh? Do you feel some sort of reverence toward the Badger K? Ha! I can't believe you would be so stereotypical when it comes to thieves. I also think there's much cooler and cuter ones out there. That's it, I've decided. Thieves and thievery need an image makeover. Yeah, good luck with that. Look, it's the Blue Badger. My nemesis! He's got the word badge in his name. There's nothing but bad news for someone like me. And to think he's out there wandering around this park, I better be careful. Or he's going to arrest me with the name of his power alone. Mana ada kunci? Key. And what have we here? Why do I feel like a laser stare aimed right at me? Did you want to take a look? Well, don't mind if I do! Yes, this is definitely a key! Kunci. The something is what's relevant to my interest. Key. Paint? Maybe we can use the paint? We could paint help in really giant letters. Siapa yang akan baca? Okay, we light the paint on fire. Dibakar. Anyone who saw it would think some crazy arsonist was about and called the cops. Nah. No way. Actually, that may not be great for me, seeing as I'm a thief and all. Let's try to find something other than this paint to use, shall we? Okay. Talk to me. Do you know where the person who kidnapped me went? Well, after they locked you up in here, it sounded like they went into the next room and started talking to someone. Ya, di ruang sebelah artinya. I really am dealing with two kidnappers here. After that, they left. It almost seemed as if they were done with you. I suppose that is the case, as my kidnapping seems like an afterthought. To the 1 million... Wih, ransomnya 1 million. What if they went into the next room? Let's see what we can find out through the slot. Ooh, we can peer into the room the kidnappers were. The secret door. Is that what I think it is? Escape tunnel. They're like a bunch of great thieves themselves. No, they're not, because I highly doubt they made the tunnel themselves. Okay, the floor panel was removed and propped up against the beam. Sky, sorry ya kalau nanti aku ketiduran, tidak apa-apa. With the basement or underground area. Kalau bisa mendengarkan radio mode juga nggak apa-apa sampai ketiduran. Wait, ada yang belum. This beam. Did you find something useful? Di sini juga ada ini. This is the beam I was tied to. What is up? And if it's climbing action you need, just leave it to me. Thanks, this little hook looks like it might make for a good foothold. The great thief Yadagrasu spreads her mighty wings and takes to the skies. Here I go! Jatuh, okay. As I thought, this beam was definitely not made for climbing. What do you mean, as I thought? I'm not your guinea pig, you know? Okay, I think we have enough logic pieces. So, kita melihat ada beam, ada hook. Terus di seberang ruangannya ada beam yang sama dengan hook yang sama. Artinya, this hook on the beam. You know, I already tried. There's no way I can jump from this hook to the window. Even you have to admit when something's just not possible. I wasn't about to suggest that again. Rather, I think it's here for a different purpose. Kayak di ruangan sebelah, dia dipakai buat nge-prop up floor panel. Which means, there should be one in this room too. Hidden by this tarp. Okay, let's fold this thing up and see what's underneath. Now this is what I call a treasure. Wow, this must be another entrance to a secret hidden basement. I totally smell treasure. The scent I wish to smell is the sweet fragrance of freedom. Thing's locked. Oh, fiddlesticks. But we have a key. There is a small key, and there is a lock. I believe you're up, okay? Huh? Why me? Because we need to use the tiny key that you've taken quite a liking to. Oh, gotcha. Just leave it to me. I love the tense feeling of these moments when you're about to uncover something big. Ya, aku pengen cabut. Aku pengen keluar dari sini. Asik! I got the secret door open. Yahoo! What? Ah! Are you alright, Kay? I'm fine. The ladder just slipped is all. Thank goodness she's alright. I about had a coronary. There's a lot of really large machinery down here. What about an exit? It's really dark and cramped down there, so I really doubt there's an exit. I can't believe that happened. You have only yourself to blame for leaping before you looked, you know. No way, I mean, how was I supposed to know the ladder is removable? We have a movable ladder, and we have lockers. Naik tangganya. I figured out how we will escape this prison, okay? Gimana? It seems that your reckless actions were abuse after all. Are you actually praising me? More of a thank you for giving me an idea. The underground ladder, what about it? It's not just for those who wish to go down. If we use that, we can go up. Yay! Bisa keluar. Kidnappers who held me hostage and a mysterious Interpol agent. This case is only getting started, and I'll be the one to bring it to a resounding end. Wild Wild West. Dia nge-slide pakai pipa. Okay. It looked like it stopped raining for now. You have no idea how hard it was raining earlier. Mr. Edgeworth! I'm so glad to see you managed to escape, sir. I was so stressed and that I thought my heart was gonna give out. The Detective Gumshoe, may I ask what in the world that is? Count off. 1, 2, 3, 4. 98, 99. Shifu! All 99 members are here and accounted for, sir. What the heck do you think you're doing counting my cubs off like that? Every person is a valuable human being, you get me? And everyone has a name that their parents gave to them. No one is a 2 or a 3. Everyone, regardless of age or rank, is number 1. Got it? Cool. Very cool. You are Agent Lang, I take it. Infidel, how dare you address our Shifu so rudely? Lang Z says, a cub who disrespects others soon feels the disciplinary bite of an elder. So don't ever forget to show the proper respect towards another person. Sheena! This isn't much, but please accept my card. Oh, thank you. Please accept mine in return. Y'all see that just now? That is the proper way of two people to show their respect. Tukar karta naman. Keep that in mind and you'll get far in life. Got it? Ah, that's right, Francisca did warn me. Something about an elite Interpol agent from the Republic of Zengfa. This man has the highest successful arrest rate in the organization. Gila, ini polisi elite. Agent Lang, why exactly is an Interpol agent involved with this clearly domestic case? None of your business, Mr. Prosecutor. How is it not? I've heard a rumor or two about you. You solved a murder that occurred during your flight home recently, right? Ha! But you sure took a while just to arrest one little flight attendant. How pathetic. How dare you say that about Mr. Edgeworth? Are you saying you could have solved it faster, pal? The comedic relief jumps to the aid of his master. How cliche. Look, what I'm getting at is that if I had been there, no one would have died. I would have solved the entire case and Agent Hicks would still be with us here today. Yeah, Agent Lang knew yesterday's victim, Agent Acme Hicks. Hicks was like a brother to me. So now I'm out to take my revenge. Kemarin si Hicks tuh menyelidiki penyelundupan sama Francisca. Dan satu lagi kemungkinan besar ini si Lang. In that case, you should understand how I feel, as the kidnapped is someone I know. So I ask that you please allow me to participate in the investigation. Not so fast! This isn't your neatly trimmed courtroom of Eden, you know? You're out in the wilderness now, Mr. Prosecutor, and way out of your league. No hard feelings, but why don't you go on back to your courtroom now, pretty boy? You dare to mock the court. I do, and I don't need the help of a filthy prosecutor. Sorry, but the truth doesn't need the likes of you distorted today. Who uses the adjective filthy to describe a prosecutor? Why do I feel such intense loathing emanating from this guy? Alright, men, good job on the perimeter around Gatewaterland. Find me the kidnapper and bring the punk to me. Dismissed. Now then, Mr. Prosecutor, you just sit tight here and don't cause any trouble, understand? Wait. Wow. What a guy. What a character. Mr. Edgeworth, it's been a while since I last met someone so disagreeable. Why, of all places, did he show up here? And completely out of the blue at that. I suppose I'll have to ask Detective Gumshoe to fill me in on that. Jadi, kenapa ada Lang? Great job, Detective! Sir, for losing sight of me and the kidnapper and allowing my investigation to be hijacked. Sir. Aduh, bulan depan gajinya. But the case isn't lost yet, sir. I'm gonna show you just how much of a man Dick Gumshoe can be. Shall I prepare the 21 gun salute now or later? Detective, are you sure it was the precinct you called for backup? Of course, sir. I think I would know the number to my own precinct like the back of my hand. Jadi kenapa ada agen Interpol yang muncul dengan orang-orangnya sendiri? No idea. About 5 minutes after I made the call, the Wolfman showed up out of nowhere. Dia mencari apa? What is he looking for? Mr. Edgeworth, I was wondering if I'm asked about one thing, sir. Yes, what is it? Who is that? The girl over there, I mean? I'm Mr. Edgeworth's assistant, Kay Faraday! What? Funny, I don't recall making you my assistant. Yeah, I'm Mr. Edgeworth's assistant. Me! It's been like that since forever. Sorry, but I just stole your supporting role. The great thief among. Kinda sleepy like Miss Meal yesterday, yeah. If you're sleepy, go and sleep. How can you say something so serious with a giant grin on your face, pal? Mr. Edgeworth! We got a thief on our hands, sir! She stole my role, sir! Oh, come on, it'll be fun, like musical chairs. I will not lose the spotlight to you. Well, okay. Man, I can't calmly do any stealing with all that detective around. I suppose it's not easy when there's this many members of law enforcement in the vicinity. It's alright. It's not like I'm in a hurry to steal just any old thing. Which is it? Do you plan to steal something or not? Quite the mystery. Mari kita coba ngobrol. So, what next? Yeah, because Agent Lang holds the authority, we cannot do much. This makes things a bit more complicated. Oh, come on. You can't let that stop you. But you're a self-reported great thief, are you not? I don't believe I can let someone of an unlawful nature participate in an investigation. You don't like to listen, do you? I'm not just any old great thief, I'm the Yatagarasu! And as I said earlier, the Yatagarasu is after one, and only one thing. One and only one. What is this one and only one thing you're after? The Yatagarasu is only interested in one thing, and that is the truth. I see. 7 tahun yang lalu, there was a vigilante who threw the business world into a panic. Labeled mysterious and phantom-like, the Yatagarasu appeared and vanished at will. Though we still don't know much about this thief's ultimate goal, we do know the targets. The Yatagarasu like to find and publicly disclose evidence of corrupt dealings of all sorts. Once a target was chosen, no dramatic calling card or announcement was sent forth. Instead, the chosen corporation was infiltrated without even the target noticing. Ini yang sempat diomongin di case pertama tentang Yatagarasu. Ada kartu dengan mark of a three-legged raven. Mencuri kebenaran. Could this child really be the successor to the original Yatagarasu? But that can't be, can it? Lance, Where are you, son? Ini bapak Mr. Amano. Wih, duitnya banyak, Pak. Oh, Miles, my boy. I'm sorry to involve you in such an affair just after you returned. For you, Mr. Amano, I gladly offer my assistance. After all, I have you to thank for how well things turned out during my time abroad. If it wasn't for you, I might not have been introduced to that law office and had the chance to study the inner workings of another country's judicial system. No. Think nothing of it. As you know, Manfred and I go way back. I consider a beloved disciple of his to be like one of my own blood. If you ever want to go overseas again, you'll need to ask. I can use my company's vast network to send you anywhere. So, who's the old man? Dia bapaknya korban kidnapping sekarang. He's the father that currently kidnapped Lance Amano, Ernest Amano. Now then, have you found Lance yet, Miles? Please, I miss my poor boy dearly. I'm terribly sorry, but your son's whereabouts remain unknown, Mr. Amano. Hold on there. Then what happened to all the money? Diculik juga. Dan sekarang the culprits are on the run. What? Poor old man. Don't you have anything you could give him to cheer him up, Mr. Edgeworth? Forgive me, Mr. Amano. So, tell me the details of the kidnapping one more time. Kemarin rumah ditelepon, terus dari teleponnya ada suara anaknya. Help me, daddy. Sniff. Help me, daddy. This is tough, but please stay with me here, Mr. Amano. You don't understand. He hasn't called me daddy in ages. It was incredibly moving. I wish I had recorded him saying that. Bro. Not like that, bro. Yeah, he definitely should have recorded the conversation, but not because of the daddy thing. Hey, Lance. Tell me about your son. How is telling you about Lance help you get him back? Surprisingly, a lot can be deduced from a person's relationships and behavior. Very well. Lance is my own and only son, and he turned 21 this year. 21? He is very much like me when I was his age. Kind and very attractive. I'm sure women simply can't keep their hands off of him. The Rizzler? Is there anything else about him you notice as of late? Now that you mention it, I haven't been able to get in contact with our butler, Oliver. Oliver. Your butler. Yes, his name is Oliver Deacon. He's been with our family for years now. He gets along so well with Lance, I thought maybe he would know where my son is. Tell me about this butler. As a butler, he's outstanding. He even serves as Lance's personal private tutor. He took a brief leave recently, but even after it was over, I haven't been able to reach him. So you still haven't spoken with him since his leave. What about his family and friends? They said they hadn't seen him. I tried everything I could think of, Miles. Do you think this could have something to do with Lance's kidnapping? It's possible, but I can't say anything for sure quite yet. So even the person closest to the victim has gone missing. Oliver Deacon. Sounds like one name I had better keep in mind. Detective Gumshoe? Yes, sir. Let's begin our investigation. Ako na investigasi! Even if the Interpol agent holds the authority to head this investigation, we can't allow ourselves to stand idly by. Gus, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. I pledge to stick by your side through thick and thin. Mr. Mana, it was my fault that the culprits escaped, which is why, with your blessing, I vow to return Lance to you myself. Oh, I've never seen you so passionate before, Miles. Good luck to you, my boy! Alright, well, what are you waiting for? Let's do some investigating! You think I'm losing to you, pal? Forget it! Investigation lagi. Okay. What should we examine first? Thanks to Agent Lang, we can't leave this area, but the culprits were here until only very recently. Which means we may be able to find some clues. Hey, you there. Who, me? What are you doing goofing off in a place like this? I wasn't goofing off, I was about to help Mr. Edgeworth kick off his investigation. You imbecile! All precinct detectives are now under Agent Lang's direct command. No way! I am not working for Wolf Boy! Mr. Edgeworth, can't you do something? Yeah, good luck, man. No! Dibawa. Well, that was exciting. Okay. What? Can't you tell I'm all ready to get down to some detective work? You should go home. Your parents must be worried about you. Oh, come on! I finally get to be your assistant and you try to ditch me? I don't recall offering you the position. Oh, why do you have to be so difficult? Besides, it's already too late, you know. Like I said, I've already stolen the position of assistant a while back. You're the only one asserting that. Well, by the time anyone notices, it's already gone. That's the Yatagarasu way. You shouldn't speak so lightly about things you know nothing about. Fine, whatever, you win. Go ahead, do the other investigation. But the talented assistant K is going to tag along no matter what you say. Might as well. Badger. Loh. Oh, itu garasinya. Badger. Hey, it's the blue badger. Badger get. I really don't understand why she is so excited over this badger hunt. Speaking of badgers, there's a person inside there. Mr. Badger, I wonder if you might share with me what you saw? Ya, sangat membantu ya. Sekalian belajar bahasa Inggris. Ya. Aku cuma baca teks sih, jadi dikit-dikit aku translate sih, tapi kayak nggak semuanya juga. Banyak banget. Tapi kalau bisa belajar sedikit sesuatu, ya bagus lah. He's doing that contorted wriggling dance again. Dia ngedance, badger dance. Ha! Ah! You've uncovered my undercover identity, sir! I was to remain under that head, sir! Aren't you Officer Meekins? Sir! Mike Meekins, reporting for duty, sir! Mike Meekins itu dari... Aku lupa, game keberapa. Tapi ya, pernah ketemu. This man was a witness in one of the cases I headed 2 years ago. About the only thing I remember about this officer is that he often spoke and acted before he thought, which gave me a great deal of headaches. Is he a friend of yours, Mr. Edgeworth? I've met him in the courtroom once before. Okay. I don't remember from which game, tapi iya, karakter lama juga. Game ini banyak karakter lama. Why was he so upset when we unmasked him? Mike Meekins. Officer Meekins, why are you standing here wasting time? Sir, because I am not a police officer right now, sir. I'm the Blue Badger. And I'm creating memories and dreams for the kids. That's never a waste of time, sir. Betul. I have a dream to become as big as Detective Gumshoe, sir. I was patrolling the scorchingly boring beat until a little while ago when the dispatch radio on my shoulder crackled, but the kidnappers had escaped, sir. I thought that this was my shot at making detective, sir. I rushed on over to join in, but when I got here, there was a sea of people already. And I couldn't spread my trademark friendliness and joy onto anyone. Some people never change. So, the Blue Badger. Why are you in that ridiculous outfit? Sir, that's because, sir, dia bertugas menjadi kostum Badger aja. Tapi dia juga undercover. It's also to hide the fact I'm an officer on the trail of a kidnapper, sir. I see. To be handed the role of the Blue Badger out of all the different disguises, sir. It's such an honor. Jadi ada clue nggak? Ada berapa lama di sini? 1 jam. That's around the time I woke up from being knocked unconscious. Dia sejam di sini dan diem aja di sini. If that's true, then it's possible Officer Meekins saw the kidnappers escaping. Halo Shin, selamat datang di stream, selamat malam. However, sir, I must tell you, I didn't see a thing, sir. I haven't asked you anything yet, officer. No, but I know you will, sir. Yeah, he's hiding something. Officer Meekins, I insist that you tell me more about your recent movements. Okay. He's been playing the Blue Badger. Patroli pakai kostum. Terus 1 jam yang lalu dia kesini. Dan dia tidak melihat ada sosok yang suspicious. Tapi dia ngeliat Badger. I did see a Badger, sir. A lone Blue Badger. What you said now is contradictory to the facts. How so, Mr. Edgeworth? Oke, jadi kita tahu karena Badger foto rally cuma ada 1 Badger at the park at all times, so there's should not have been a second Blue Badger.
Take that!
You saw a Blue Badger, correct? But if you take a look at this, what you saw was not supposed to happen. This park is supposed to have only 1 of each Badger in at any given time. Halo Anjok, welcome to the stream. Selamat malam. Which means that as long as you are the Blue Badger, Officer Meekins, you should not have seen another Blue Badger wandering the premises. Ya. Jadi artinya Blue Badger ada 2. But why? Does this make sense? Because we know the costumes were in the place si Edgeworth ditangkap, dan itu juga tempat kidnappersnya. A second blue badger that shouldn't exist. Clearly, the true identity of the person underneath is... It's one of the kidnappers. Yep. The costumes that went missing: a blue badger, a proto badger, and a bad badger. Yeah, those three. 3 phony badgers. Stolen costumes. You think there's... Hey, there's a bunch of footprints in the mud. I remember hearing rain fall out here while I was being held in there. Yup, it was just a passing rain. That's why the ground has already pretty much dried up. I should be thankful. You know what? I bet if we follow them, we can find out where the kidnappers went. Tapi kayaknya tidak semudah itu, soalnya ada banyak set of footprintnya. Kita nggak tahu. Oke, sekarang kita tahu mereka pakai kostum kan. Kalau kita ngasih wrong evidence, jadi we have this di atas kiri tuh ada live. Kinda, jadi kalau nggak salah 10 kali game over. Jadi if we get the wrong, like misal logic salah atau evidence salah, bakal ngurang. So yeah, there's a limit to how many mistakes you can make. Coba harusnya ini benar. So we don't know the shoes, but the kidnappers use costumes, so they should be wearing costumes. Also malam Tima, welcome to the stream. Now that we know that the kidnappers were wearing badger costumes, those footprints from earlier take on a new and very significant meaning. Artinya sekarang kita tahu kidnappernya pakai kostum. Bad ending atau game over? Game over aja sih. Terus restart dari last save. Tapi kalau nggak salah yang di game-game awal tuh ada semi bad ending, jadi kan si Phoenix Wright jadi apa, berhenti menjadi pengacara, terus ya intinya sedih lah. Tapi itu bukan, itu kayak bad ending into game over sih, jadi kayak ya udah, anggap aja kayak apa, the culprit manage to get away and then ya gitu. We need to follow the paw prints of badgers. Seingatku ada sedikit dialognya sih kalau game over, di tergantung partnya, kayak sama siapa. Tapi dikit-dikit bedanya. Oke, jadi kita mencari footprint dibuat dari kostum. This says walking off to the west. Alright, just stops. I think we can assume it's headed towards the stadium. Okay. Where does the other set lead? This one seems to be headed east. Huh? Quick! Mr. Edgeworth! I got him! I got one of the culprits! No, I'm not a kidnapper, sir! Down, Kate. Clearly, those footprints belong to Officer Meekins. But our criminals were each wearing a costume. Aha! Maybe they came over into this garage for something. Okay. Officer Meekins, if you could step aside for a moment, we need to examine the garage. Roger Wilco, sir. Mari kita lihat. Let's open the shutter and see what we find. Maybe we'll find the kidnappers hiding inside. Ah! Waduh. That's a dead guy. What in the... We seem to have stumbled across a dead body. She must be in severe shock to have been the first to find it. Now then, who is this man? It's Oliver! Mr. Romano, are you saying that this man is... Yes, he's my butler! Huh? How could something like this have happened? And why was Mr. Deacon here to begin with? Cepat investigasi. The kidnapper's footprints lead right to this garage and right to a dead body. Victim was a kidnapper? Following the kidnapper's prints led us to a body. Was the victim in a costume? From my cursory examination, I believe this man died of a fatal bullet wound. You sure are calm for someone who just found a body. It's surprising what one can become accustomed to in the span of 2 days. Oh, another dead body. There are 2 gunshot wounds, one in his abdomen and one in his shoulders. That means he was shot twice. That means he was shot twice? No, I don't think so. Ketembak sekali, masuk dari perut, keluar dari bahu. It comes with experience, and I've seen my share of crime scenes. Speaking of experience, this crime scene seems a bit too clean for a murder weapon. Nih ya, darahnya nggak banyak. More like nggak ada tumpahan darah. Gimana tidur semalam? Nyenyak, mimpi indah, mimpi buruk? Nggak inget. Kayaknya biasa aja sih. This. Unusually shaped pendant. Is it something valuable? It looks like a horse pendant. It's got an antique feel about it and it's really pretty. Hold on. This is made of platinum silver. Nice! It is worth something after all. Ooh, and look! There's something written on the back. Colin Deveray. It's a name. Colin Deveray. But this man's name is... Oliver Deacon. There's something not right about the name on the pendant. The victim is the Amano family butler and his name is Oliver Deacon. But the name on the pendant is Colin Deveray. I wonder what's up with that. Mimpi dikejar orgil bejil. Jadi si Edward jadi pengacaranya. Di game ini tuh lebih ke kayak apa ya? Dia tuh masih prosecutor, jaksa, tapi kayak lebih ke taking the role of pengacara yang ngebantu sih, bener. Kayak lebih ke investigator gitu. Jadi masih lebih ke menyelamatin orang sih, mirip Phoenix, tapi bukan sebagai actual attorney pengacara ya, tapi dari sisi prosecutornya gitu. Halo Sunny, welcome to the stream. Selamat malam. I don't know, but I think we've hit upon an important piece of information. Colin Deveray. Lance, where are you, sweetie? Excuse me, but you are. Badump. Huh? Oh, this is bad. He's really good looking. Stop it, Lauren. You can't let yourself fall for a playboy like him. You're in love with... Sounds like someone doesn't know the meaning of the phrase inner monologue, huh? Sorry to interrupt the conversation, but might you be a friend of Lance? Yes, I'm Lance's girlfriend. My name is Lauren Pops. His girlfriend. Oh, it's not like that. We're more like friends and, we're not lovers or anything. We haven't gotten that far yet. But I guess that's how people are going to see it. So I should just accept it. May orang kenal. I even got this ring as a present from Lance. Soon. Itu ya. Lollipop ring, kalian tahu yang apa? Aduh, ya lollipop ring itu ya. Cincin yang ada lollipopnya. Kapan terakhir aku beli ikutan? You know what she reminds me of? A cartoon character. May I inquire as to why you are here? I haven't been able to get in contact with Lance lately, and I began to get really worried. I looked everywhere for him, and then I heard about the kidnapping, so I came here. Wow, you're really strong for having made it through all this by yourself. Apakah Lance beneran diculik? Iya, dia diculik. No one is supposed to know, but yes, dia diculik. Oh, Lance. I can't believe you've been spirited away. I wonder how you're doing right now. Looks like she's gone back to the fair maiden love routine. So, Mr. Edgeworth, where do we go from here? Well, we found a body, so we should look into the murder. Hey, Lang's here. My men brought me up to speed over the radio, and I have to say, you really should have called. I heard something very intriguing. You mean a dead body? Yeah, I have nothing to hide. It's a dead body. Check it out. Yeah, this guy's really dead. Hey, you waiting for an invitation? Hurry up and detain the suspect now. Suspect? Officer Meekins, is it? You're coming with us. What? Sir, I had nothing to do with it, sir! Agent Lang, don't you think you're being a bit rash? Do you even have a good reason to suspect Officer Meekins? I leave that kind of stuff to you, prosecutors. It's your job, after all. No thoughts, langsung tangkap saja. Like I said earlier, the crime scene isn't as forgiving as your precious courtroom. That's your answer? I know you like your logic and reasoning, but that sort of impractical fluff is not needed out here in the field. All you have to do is arrest suspicious person after suspicious person. That's how you eliminate crime from the streets. Is it? That's also precisely how you don't necessarily arrest innocent people by mistake. Innocent people? Nonsense. There's no such thing as an innocent person. We've all got a blemish or two in our hearts. Wow. Tidak ada orang yang benar-benar suci. That's tyranny I will not allow. That's the thing to go on unchecked before my eyes. Too bad you don't call the shots around here. As I have sworn to uphold the laws of this land, I cannot allow you to take this man in. Yeah. Have you no honor as a member of law enforcement? How dare you speak so disrespectfully to our Shifu? Hold it! You amuse me, Mr. Prosecutor. Lang Z says every pack has its own rules. If you can play by their rules and come out on top, that is a true victory. I'll give your beloved laws a fair shake. I'll show you just how much investigating I've done. through my line of logic. Shilong Lang's logic. Kayaknya nggak asal nuduh sih, dia ada evidence-nya, tapi seperti biasa pasti ada yang salah. The calendar is just an anagram. Yes, I know. I've seen a lot of bodies like the one being carted off in my time. I can say he was shot in a single glance, but even you figure that much out, right? With your current gun laws, it's not exactly easy to get your hands on a gun. Not unless you're a member of law enforcement like Officer Meekins, isn't that right? Jadi alasannya dia, karena Meekins punya pistol, dan pistol tuh cukup sulit buat didapatkan. That's fair logic. Halo Yuka-chan, welcome to the stream. Selamat malam. Nggak salah sih. Kalau logiknya adalah dia punya pistol dan karena dia adalah polisi. Tapi I don't think that's strong enough. In my country, the criminals have a saying, beware of the wolf. Why the wolf? Because in my language, lang means wolf. And you don't mess with me or my pack. Abang serigala. And as for the entertainment philosophy, its father is my honorable ancestor, Lang Zi. You'd think I'd have heard of him and his teachings if he's that famous. The Dragon Scroll. Lang Zi developed it as he worked to lock criminals away thousands of years ago. To this day, the Zhengfa police still train its recruits using his philosophies. But thousands of years ago, that makes your story about as believable as a fairy tale. Anything wears down and breaks over time. Do you really believe something as ancient as that can be applied in today's world? You want to put it to a test. Okay. I've seen a lot of bodies like the one being carted off in my time. I can say he was shot in a single glance, but even you figured that much out, right?
Hold it!
Yes?
Not so fast!
Not so fast. What's that supposed to mean? Lang Zi says, search where the water is deepest. Ini dia nge-quote ancestornya dari tadi. You have to keep your eyes on the big fish that lurks in the depths, which is the killer. Is that right? And what would you know about the killer? With your current gun laws, it's not exactly easy to get your hands on a gun. Yes. Yes. Okay. I don't get it, Mr. Edgeworth. Why are you putting yourself on the line for Mr. Meekins? It's not that I particularly care about what happens to Officer Meekins. What? I can't simply stand by while Agent Lang ignores our country's laws.
Hold it!
Okay, what can you tell me about the body? A lot. Even without an autopsy, I have my ways. They teach you the basics of forensics along with the detention philosophy. Okay. Yeah, saw it in a single glance. Current gun laws.
Hold it!
It would appear you studied a little of our laws. Studied? Who needs to study what every child on any street corner already knows? Is that China? The Federal Firearms Restriction Act. That's it, the Federal Firearms Restriction Act. I hear it's not that easy to get a gun these days. Hello Sky Matulat, hello Vidalor, welcome to the stream, selamat malam. This fine Wolverine man is also Interpol. He is... yeah, international police juga. From Zhengfa.
Hold it!
If that's the case, there are plenty of other officers who might be potential suspects. Yeah, everyone has a gun, right? As if. I've already looked into everyone who's here. Oh. Other than Officer Meekins, I know no one else's weapon has been fired. Wait, how did you check? That's because each and every one of my subordinates is extremely capable. It didn't take more than a few minutes to conduct the entire investigation. Gile. The power of jumlah orang. Okay, but you haven't checked Officer Meekins' weapon, right? Thanks for reminding me. Hey you! Show me your gun! Oh! What's wrong? Why does he look so sickly pale all of a sudden? Gun! Gun? What did you say? I can't hear you. Stop mumbling and spit it out already. Sir! Sir! I lost my gun, sir! How could you be so irresponsible? In the end, it looks like you're still the only suspect we've got. You're the one who waited here outside this garage to ambush and kill the victim. Okay. Officer Meekins ambushed the victim in his garage and killed him with the gun. So, we know, despite the fact that the bullet went clean, there is very little blood at the site. Jadi, the crime scene is likely not here.
Objection!
Unfortunately for you, Agent Lang, that is simply not possible. What do you mean? See the crime scene for yourself. Did you not think yourself that it was a little too clean? Ayya! So you did notice that there was too little blood. Do you still wish to claim that Officer Meekins committed the murder here? Because this isn't the crime scene, and if it was your men who led you to think it was, then I suggest you leave this case to the local police. To set the record straight. Anjay. Okay. Not bad. I see your logic can be just as sound as mine. In that case, let me ask you this. Don't you think it's weird that Officer was hanging out around here in the first place? How so? Your squad's not even in this area, right? What were you doing neglecting your duties and loafing around? Don't you dare give me some lame excuse like, I found myself taking a walk. But sir, I really did take a walk, sir. Poor guy. He's looking extra meek. Mr. Edgeworth, please, sir! Save me the way you did earlier, please, sir! Officer Meekins, please give us a detailed account of what happened. Sir! Not you, too! Oh. Testimony Meekins sekarang. Meekins, this testimony. It's true, sir. I wasn't assigned to this area, sir. I was told to check every square inch of the main gate area, sir. I also went looking for the kidnappers while selling dreams in the Blue Badger Mobile, sir. The Blue Badger Mobile. But I got completely caught up in my role selling dreams to the children, sir. Before I knew it, I found myself here in this area. Okay. What is this Blue Badger Mobile? Bajai. So it's just a roaming souvenir shop? Mobile shop on 3 wheels, parked inside the Wild West garage. Sir, I swear I was chasing the kidnappers down while I was being a good dream merchant. He seems rather worked up. He sure seems sure of what he's saying. Can you try to calm down and lower your voice to a more reasonable level, officer? Sir! Roger, sir. Okay. Tell me about the Blue Badger Mobile.
Hold it!
What do you mean by selling dreams? The Blue Badger Mobile is where dreams are collected. What? Sweetness, like you've never known except in dreams, like innocence drops. And bitterness found only in nightmares, like guilty jawbreakers. So, essentially, permen. Okay. How did you wind up all the way over here? I was in the middle of a sea of kids, sir. But one of the kids decided to challenge me to a fight, sir. The drop kick. Wow. Haha, the good old drop kick. I dished out my fair share of those when I was a kid. It was always the best when you felt one really connect with your opponent. In any case, you wound up here for a reason completely unrelated to the investigation. Sir, that's right, sir. This guy's voice acting of Meekins is just like I imagine him sound like. Yeah, I imagine him as like this really meek officer with a really high-pitched sir. Gitu kan. Yeah.
Hold it!
Okay. The only people that seemed to gather around me were little girls. Yalah. Well, what did you expect when you dressed like the Blue Badger? I thought I had no choice at that point, sir. Yeah, saw someone looking for the Blue Badger. I also got caught selling dreams to the children.
Hold it!
You completely forgot to look for the kidnappers. No, sir. Of course not, sir. You forgot, right? Wow, you're good at this forcing people to confess thing, Mr. Edgeworth. To be frank, I'm just a little man, sir. I'm better at selling kids for a few small dreams than looking for a big crook, sir.
Hold it!
Cukup lah.
Hold it!
Oh, tadi udah ya. Do we have anything? Hold up. Kalau dia pakai Blue Badger mobilnya, kenapa Blue Badger mobilnya sekarang diparkir di dalam garasi di sebelah dead body?
Objection!
Officer Meekins, I would appreciate it if you didn't tell such transparent lies. Lies. Sir, I'm lying, sir? Yes, you are. Kalau dia benar-benar lagi ngejual dengan Blue Badge mobilnya, terus kenapa diparkir di garasi ini? Halo Ren, welcome to the stream. Selamat malam. Actually, I had just lost track, sir. Lost track of what? By the time I realized it, the Blue Badger was nowhere to be found. Jadi dia tiba-tiba nggak sadar Blue Badger mobilnya hilang. Which would mean it was perhaps stolen. And that's when I came back to this area, thinking maybe it was in the garage, sir.
Not so fast!
Not so fast! A likely story. Who do you think is gonna buy such a convenient tale as that? And what exactly is so convenient about his story? The car getting stolen? It's completely unbelievable, even for a cover story. Nama gamenya apa, Sky? Ace Attorney Investigations Collection. Jadi dari seri Ace Attorney, game tentang pengacara. Tapi ini yang investigation, kita main jadi si merah, si Edgeworth. Game-nya tentang ada pembunuhan, terus kita nyari yang pembunuhnya siapa. Simpelnya gitu. Wait, I missed that. I think we can assume the car was used to move the dead body. Oh. You killed the victim at some distant location, and then you moved the body with the Blue Badger mobile. Now then, you're coming with me. But it wasn't me, sir! The killer, sir! It wasn't me, sir! Agent Lang, wait. Apa? We still don't know where the real scene of the crime is. You can't say we know all the facts of this case, let alone the truth. I told you, truth, schmooth, I couldn't care less. Our job is to catch the crook. You'll find out your precious truth after we arrest this guy and take him in. That's the job of you prosecutors in your fancy courts with your logic. Oke, good night Ren. Selamat malam. Selamat tidur. You boorish buffoon. I think you need to leave. What? We need to get the body to autopsy and you guys are getting in the way. You would interfere with another one of my investigations? Hey now, let's not forget who holds the actual authority to conduct investigations here. Oh ya, jadi si Lang ini tuh sekarang punya authority of investigation, terus Edwardnya nggak boleh. Again. Man, Edward never gets to investigate. Ugh. Now be a good fancy boy and get out of my sight. If you don't, I'll arrest you for obstruction of justice. Bleh. To be continued. Middle. Find the eyewitness. March 13th, 1:22 p.m. Gate Waterland, main gate. Chased out like a pair of peasants. Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Kay? There's something even thieves should never steal. Do you know what that is? You really shouldn't steal anything, however, I'll bite. What shouldn't a thief steal? A life. It's too heavy of a burden on your soul to get away with, ever. That's something we can agree on. Well said, Kay. No matter what we may try, murder is the one crime that can never truly be hidden. And I intend to prove that by my own hands. When I apprehend the murderer myself. Alright, and I'm going to work extra hard to be a good assistant. Let's go! I still never said she could be my assistant. I'm just gonna drop the issue. Jadi kita harus mencari the real scene of the murder. Mr. Edgeworth! Detective Gumshoe! Mr. Edgeworth! The stadium! Hurry, sir! This is supposed to be hush-hush, but they found a witness at the stadium. A witness? Yo! What did we tell you about leaving your assigned post? Oh, the jig is up. Mr. Edgeworth, remember that I'm always rooting for you, so go get him, sir. Those detectives sure look like they're enjoying themselves. It's not all fun and games, Kay. Okay, mari kita ke stadium. Hey, that's the Badger Mobile. The pink one. I thought there was a witness here. Yeah, I don't see anyone. Mr. Edgeworth! Aha! It's Best Girl! Long time no see! You are Miss Emma Sky, correct? This girl is the younger sister of my former superior, Alana Sky. 2 years ago, we stood in the same courtroom together as witness and prosecutor. But I thought she had gone to Europe to study forensics. Jadi ini 2 tahun setelah case terakhir di game pertama, Rise from the Ashes. I can't believe you remember me, Mr. Edgeworth. Yeah, Emma Sky. Of course I do. How have you been? You look to be in good spirits. Are you still studying abroad? You bet! More than anything, I want to investigate crime scenes, scientifically. The science gal. I've been studying non-stop every day to become a top-notch forensic scientist. But it's spring break now, so I thought I'd come back for a bit. I see. I almost didn't recognize you. You've really grown in these past few years. Please don't tease me, Mr. Edgeworth. I know I still have a long way to go. But I'm gonna be super forensic scientist someday. You'll see. Yeah. She becomes a forensic scientist in Apollo Justice. No, she becomes a detective in Apollo Justice. You seem to know Mr. Edgeworth really well. Are you two acquaintances? Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Emma Sky. Nice to meet you. I'm studying abroad now to be a forensic scientist. How about you? Wow, that's a great dream. My name's Kay Faraday. And I'm training to become an unstoppable great thief. A great thief? Yeah, it's Emma! Emma Sky! Don't think too hard on it, Emma. It's not worth the trouble. In any case, we have much to catch up on. You bet we do. So why are you here, Emma? Well, I just happened to decide to come back home for a spring break, and then I heard that you'd come back too. So I raced on over here. I had really wanted to welcome you back at the airport, but I had just missed you. And how exactly did you know I was here? Through the power of science, naturally. Huh? Gimana cerita? Never underestimate what science can do for you. I used these to track your footprints and I followed them straight to you. Yang bener aja. This set is the greatest. It's so wonderfully scientific. You spray this chemical on the ground and when you shine the special light on it, zing! The footprints light up like an electrified noble gas in a glass tube. The science nerds get it. It's almost like magic, scientifically speaking. Forensic science has never seemed more ominous to me than at this very moment. Imagine ditanya, apa, kamu kok bisa menemukan aku? Oh iya, aku nge-track jejak kakimu dengan alat ini. Ngeri gak sih? The witness. Emma, you are the witness? Huh? What are you talking about? Are you not the witness Detective Gumshoe told us about? Well, I did get a call from Detective Gumshoe earlier. He was practically yelling at me. Mr. Edgeworth needs your scientific doohickeys right now, pal, he said. Hello, Sky. Hello, Marwa. Welcome to the stream. Selamat malam. Selamat malam. What was that man thinking? Or rather, not thinking. So let me guess, there's been a murder, right? Yes, ada yang meninggal, unfortunately. Okay. So there's a Badger mobile. I assume this is another Badger mobile. Yeah, but it's a different color than the Blue Badger's car. Yes, this is the retina searing pink model. What's that off in the distance? Oh hey, it's the pink badger. Badger get. Badger, 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 badger. Just what does she see in these silly little things? I think this badger has something to say to you, Mr. Edgeworth. Are you, by chance, the witness I've been searching for? Sorry, but I don't speak badger dance. Astaghfirullah. It's her. No, it's her! Arg, I can't take being inside this stuffy head anymore! Yeah! No! Why her? Why here? Why now? Halo Margareta, welcome to the stream. Selamat malam. I first met this woman 3 years ago. She was a witness in one of my cases. She has since gone out of her way to pop up unexpectedly and cause me great grief. Ejipu! Yeah. Why can't you understand what I was trying to tell you? I mean, really, I was trying to look you on a character. But you couldn't pick up on what I was trying to convey to you. I'm sick and tired of that roundabout way of talking, so I'm just going to be direct. I had a bad feeling before, but this just made it official. Today has gone beyond the typical not my day into the realm of waking nightmare. So you're a friend of Mr. Edgeworth too, Miss Pink Badger. You could say that, but right now I'm just the Pink Badger, dearie. Ugh. She may look the part, but I know better than to trust my eyes around this woman. Aku viewers baru di sini, udah subscribe dan like ya. Thank you very much. Selamat datang, semoga betah. Ini lagi stream game aja sih. Aku jarang stream game sih, tapi karena lagi pengen main Ace Attorney aja, jadi kita minggu ini streaming Ace Attorney. Biasanya aku nggak streaming sih. Haha. My name is Wendy Oldbag. Yep, it's Wendy Oldbag. Wendy Oldbag. The old bag. But you can call me Wendy, or Granny, or whatever suits you fancy. Panggil Tiffany aja. Oke, Tiffany. Semoga betah. Nice to meet you, Miss Oldbag. I'm Kay Faraday. What do I care about a young whippersnapper like you? Yeesh, I was just trying to be polite. Hello, Wendy Oldbag. Bukannya terakhir kamu security guard ya? Apa? Di Gatewater Hotel. I go where I'm needed. I'm very good at what I do, unlike the youth of today. Dia pekerja macam-macam ya. I get called in all the time when there aren't enough hands. But enough about me, Edgy Poo. I'm thoroughly dejected right now. I finally get the chance to see you again, and here you are talking with 2 young girls. Yeah, Mr. Edgeworth the Rizzler, right? Men are all the same. Kenceng banget ngomongnya. You seem to attract all sorts of interesting people, Mr. Edgeworth. Okay, please, I'm begging you, by all means, do not provoke her any further. So, you're the witness? Aren't you afraid about something, Mr. Edgeworth? This person could be the witness. Honestly, I hope she isn't, but I don't think fate is going to be so kind today. Yeah, tadi dia udah manggil Ejipu tadi. Ejipu, Konobaba, hi good son. Welcome to the stream. We have met the old bag. I even saw the exact moment it happened. How's that? So it's true, she is the witness. Yeah, unfortunately. Jeez. I don't suppose I can afford to ignore the old bag. Imagine having Old Bag as the last name. I mean, that's just Ace Attorney things, right? Yes, it was just a little while ago. I saw it happen right in front of me. The moment of the murder. You mean to say that you witnessed someone being killed right before your eyes? Sounds like a pretty important piece of testimony to me. Oh boy. Oh brother. What old bag witnessed? I came to the stadium to take a short break. As I was resting, I happened to glance over, and I saw two men facing each other in that area. Suddenly, there was a loud gunshot, and the person who was shot fell to the ground. It was a very terrifying experience, let me tell you. Looks like we hit the jackpot, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, I can't afford to ignore what she has to say. Unfortunately. What's that unfortunately you tacked on at the end supposed to mean, Edgy Poo? Well, anyway, let's see what we can find out, right? Oh boy. I came to the stadium to take a short break. I think that's fair.
Hold it!
From being the Pink Badger? It's hard work keeping kids' dreams alive, yeah. Kerja keras. Menjadi mascot. You smell of sweat, your hips creak with pain, you even begin to dream about work. That's the kind of story that would scar a child for life, you know. Well, that's why I chose to come and take my break here, whippersnapper. I don't plan on playing part of the dead badger in front of a bunch of kids. As I was resting, I happened to glance over and I saw two men facing each other.
Hold it!
You saw two men. Can you describe them for me? They looked like your average Joes, completely uninteresting and not worth fawning over. I'm telling you, they were so boring that I don't even remember much beyond that. Anything at all? Oh my, don't tell me you're jealous of those two men. Hey, she's right, you do seem pretty worked up over them, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm not worked up over anyone, and I'm not jealous. It's alright, Edgy Poo, those two were just foals compared to a stallion like you. Tiba-tiba ada gunshot.
Hold it!
Suara pistol. You didn't try to help the person that got shot? Ya kali. What could I have done? Dia langsung manggil bantuan. Two men, one bullet. It's all consistent with what we found from the body. Okay, there wasn't exactly a lot of new information. Well, if I saw the guy again, I'm sure I could identify him for you. I mean, how do you expect me to remember anything without something to jog my memory? Self-centered, aren't we? We have a new problem. Mr. Edgeworth? Yes? So, about this new problem. What is that giant grin on your face for? Do you want me to show you something really nice? No, thank you. Man, Edgeworth is just so cold sometimes. Don't be so mean. I swear it's something you're gonna like. Apa itu gadget? What you see before you is the secret weapon of a great thief. I should have known it would be worthless. Oh, don't be like that. Teehee. Ahem. What do you think now? What is it doing? It's projecting something into the air. I'm gonna input the necessary information to run the simulation now. We are in the simulation. Once I'm done, I'll increase the size of the projection to its maximum size. Dark skies of evening, when no other bird dares to take wing, one alone remains all-seeing. Now witness the true power of a real modern-day Robin Hood. What is this? This is a recreation of the murder based on the info I inputted into Little Thief. Little Thief? I dare say you're taking the Robin Hood thing a bit too far. Little Thief is actually meant to be a simulator for me to plan my thefts. But I suppose if I use it like this... Let's see, Miss Oldbag said that the two men were facing each other, and then a gunshot rang out and the victim fell to the ground. Ah, so with this we can inspect the crime scene as it was in the past. See? So what do you think? I have to say, technology is very cool. It is a super secret weapon of the mighty Yatagarasu. Indeed. Oh, but if there isn't enough information, or if something is out of place, the recreation could come out a little strange. In other words, I can use this to authenticate the validity of a witness's testimony? You got it! Jadi kita bisa menggunakan rekreasi buat mencari apakah testimoni orang itu salah atau benar. Yep, this is Little Thief. This is one of my favorite mechanics of the game because it's just so weird. But so cool. You can even present evidence when you find a contradiction. Aku na investigasi. We already found our first contradiction. If this is the real scene of the crime, there's something missing that should be here. Same with this, right? Blood. We're missing blood.
Take that!
Something specific should be here. If we think back, how do we deduce the other crime scene was not the real one? There's no blood on the ground here either, right? Right. The fact that there is no blood casts doubt on the witness's testimony. Edgy Poo, how can you doubt me like that? Are you calling me a liar? I know what I saw, and I saw the victim get shot down. You know, I don't think she's lying, Mr. Edgeworth. Yes. Why is there no blood around the victim's body? Illogic. Because the victim was in a costume? Is it not possible that the victim was wearing a costume? So you really think Mr. Deacon was one of the kidnappers? Yeah. I think we can reasonably assume there is a very good chance he was, and that if he was shot while he was inside one of those stolen costumes, then his blood would be inside the costume instead of on the ground. Precisely. Now, if only we could prove that the victim was wearing a costume. You'd think it'd be pretty easy if we could find some footprints. But the problem is finding them, since there doesn't seem to be any around. Footprints, huh? I believe a certain someone has scientific tools we can use. Right, Emma? This is amazing! Just feel the power of science! Footprints. Finally, my expert knowledge in forensics is needed. Yeah, well, can you detect and trace even partial footprints? Leave it to me! My cutting-edge detection kit can find anything! Really, now? Very well, if you could please analyze the footprints in this area. Okay, stand back now and witness the power of science at work. Hey, I found something. Look right here. I don't see anything. Oh, that's right. Here, put these special glasses on, Mr. Edgeworth. Yup, these footprints were definitely left by a badger costume. Bro, what is this? So the victim was definitely wearing a costume. So the victim was wearing a costume when he died. Hello Matpati, welcome to the stream. Selamat malam. And with that, we should be one step closer to the truth. Right? Uh-huh. We may be closer, but now something else has caught my attention. What do you want? Your testimony, naturally. I'd like to hear it one more time, if you please. Ini testimoni yang tadi. So does this mean that Miss Oldbag's testimony has a contradiction in it? Yes, and I believe our best course of action is to compare it with your recreation. See, I just knew Little Thief would be of help. Now let's see if we can pull more info from Miss Oldbag to put into the recreation. It's this one, right?
Hold it!
You saw two men. They look like your average Joes, completely uninteresting and not worth fawning over. Kayak all shop minta testi mulu, ya, testi mulu. Ini testi. So this changes because now we know that one of them was in a costume, right? And that's kind of sus, right?
Objection!
Two men? How did you know the gender of the two people involved? Seeing as how the victim was wearing a costume at the time. Ah. Furthermore, I have another matter I'd like to inquire about. I'd very much like to know why you failed to mention the costume in your testimony. I'm beginning to doubt you really must know her at all. But I'm telling you, I really did see it. I saw it with my own eyes. From a seat in the second tier. The second tier? Hey, did you say you saw it right in front of you earlier? That was... You know, I was using the phrase in the metaphorical sense. I see our witness still has a screw loose, in the metaphorical sense. The cushy seats in the second tier are reserved for the hotshot VIPs. Which is exactly why I go there now and again to take a nap. Artinya kalau dari atas nggak kelihatan kan? Were we able to see even the victim's costume? Oh no, I saw two people. But I couldn't really see what they looked like because they were in the stage's shadow. Let's return to our investigation, shall we, Kay? Stage's shadow. They broke the stage down. I guess this means they're done for the day. Or maybe it's a different show. Scheduled stars run tomorrow. So the stage was packed up, but Old Bag saw the guys in the shadow of the stage. Artinya, saat kejadiannya stage-nya masih belum di-pack. If that woman's testimony is to be believed, the murder occurred before the stage was broken down. Do you want me to input that bit of info into Little Thief? Yes, if you please. Well, there is clearly a contradiction here. Please stop stealing my lines. Oh, come on, it wasn't that hard to see it coming. Even for an old layman like me. Even from a layman like me. I suppose, in any case, it's not possible for the killer to have stood here in that way. Because there was a very real stage set up in this spot at that time. Yeesh, I told you, I got it. Do you feel the need to explain everything? Okay, we're at the 2-hour mark, and I think case-nya masih jauh, so I think we'll have to cut it at 3 hours and then continue later. Besok maksudnya. Or I could just keep going, terus kelarnya malam. But do you feel the need to explain everything? Yes, well, in any case, we still need to resolve this unusual situation. Isn't it obvious the killer was on top of the stage, naturally? Right, Miss Oldbag? Yes, I remember now, the killer was standing on top of the stage. See? Well, well, what do we have here? A bunch of hooligans running amok, I see. Agent Lang, how nice of you to join us. Well, I can't have you going around messing up my crime scenes. Agent Lang, we've discovered that the real scene of the murder is here, the stadium. I see. Thanks. For what? I'm just trying to show you my appreciation for all the time you saved me. Who knew that such a strange little toy could recreate a crime scene like that? Little Thief is not a toy. You too. Sir. And there you have it. You see? Big boys like me don't need silly toys, little girl. Now this is a recreation. So what, do you still intend to assert that Officer Meekins is the killer? Of course. Even knowing that the crime scene took place here doesn't let him off the hook. Agent Lang's logic. This is the surreal scene of the crime. Officer Meekins lay in wait for the victim on top of the stage. And when the victim finally showed, he shot him from on high. That's the truth your little recreation showed. How far will you go to accuse Officer Meekins of the crime? He's the most likely suspect we've got, especially given the situation with his gun. Well, even if he is the killer, at least my recreation was on the mark. You see? Thank you for understanding, my little crow girl. I'm not some common crow, I'm the Yatagarasu, the Raven of Legend. Unfortunately, your conclusion has yet to be tested, so let's see how well it holds up. Agent Lang's logic. So I think this one's still simple, right? And when the victim finally showed, he shot him from on high. But we know the bullet entered his stomach and exited through the shoulder, because otherwise it would make no sense.
Objection!
I'm terribly sorry, Agent Lang. I should have warned you that our recreation is incomplete. You cut in quite unexpectedly after all. Nah, maksudnya? Ya maksudnya, dia tidak ditembak dari atas. Tidak mungkin. Coba ingat gunshot wounds-nya ada di mana? Actually, I didn't get that good of a look. Oh, well then. Masuk dari perut, keluar dari bahu kanan. Artinya lebih cocok ditembak dari bawah. Yes, our recreation had the victim being shot at an angle from above. A clear contradiction. You're discounting your own conclusions? No, this one point is the only flaw. So the killer and the victim's locations was wrong. I believe the killer and the victim were standing opposite to what we initially thought. It was the victim who was on top of the stage as he was being shot by the killer. If this is what happened, it also explained the positioning of the gunshot wounds. But then what about the footprints? Since footprints don't lie, we can assume the killer also wore a costume. It's badger on badger violence. So judging by the fact that both killers and the victim were wearing costumes, I'd say it was killing between the two kidnappers. That would be the most natural conclusion. Wouldn't you agree, Agent Lang? Well done, Mr. Prosecutor. But that alone doesn't clear Officer Meekins of the crime. Another bit of proof. I ask that you take another good look at the tire marks over there. The 3 marks are indicative of the blue Badger mobile. That story Officer Meekins told about the shop wheels getting stolen was just a lie. He drove the blue Badger mobile here and committed the murder. Then he used the car to move the body to the garage in the Wild Wild West area. You believe he moved the body with the car. That's right, it was Officer Meekins himself who pointed us the way he did. The 3 tired tread marks are very telling. However, is the blue Badger mobile the only thing capable of creating such a pattern?
Hold it!
Blue Badger mobile?
Objection!
There are 3, right?
Not so fast! Hold it!
There are other ways the body could have been
Not so
moved.
fast!
Or not. suppose so. That's the only thing that car was selling was death, not dreams. Is it just the mobile? Cause the wheels look very clean.
Objection!
It is. Sorry, Agent Lang, but that's an impossible tale. And why is that? Those tire marks could not have been left by Officer Meekin's blue Badger mobile. One look at the car would have told you so. Clean? I guess. It looks clean.
Take that!
Yeah, okay. Take a good look at the tires. There's not a single dollop of mud to be found. If this car had come to the backstage area and left those tire tracks, then the lack of mud on these tires stands out as very peculiar indeed. Then how do you explain the tire tracks, genius? Hey, I've got it. What about Miss Oldbag's pink Badger mobile? Don't be ridiculous. I was sleeping the entire time in the second-tier seats. Indeed, I believe we can rule her out as someone related to the crime. However, there is one more roving star. The Proto Badger mobile. Anjir, ngeri juga. Kalau HD kayak gini, look at his soulless, empty eyes. Agak-agak ngeri. Yep, there's one more parking space inside the garage, and that's the Proto Badger. Agent Lang, I suggest you find this Proto Badger post-haste. A Proto Badger mobile post-haste. Hey, did you hear something? Hell. Help me. Are you alright? Well, this is something. Looks like we found our kidnapping victim. Where were you all this time? Wild West with kidnappers? He was in the room next to the one I was held in? Ran away using underground and got lost. The kidnappers. What is it? I can't understand what you're trying to say. The kidnappers escaped wearing costumes. Did you see the faces of your kidnappers? No, I didn't see their faces. But two. One was a woman. A woman? Quite an important piece of testimony. Hey, what are you guys doing? Stop standing there and get your cops on this already. I'll even let you guys have what the kid said just now. Consider it a gift. Now are you going to get out of my crime scene, or am I gonna have to get rough? Again? You're nothing but a big bully. Come on, Mr. Edgeworth, let's go. Oh, no, not you. You're a very important witness for my case. I'm not about to let you get away that easily. Don't count on me to testify because I won't, not for you. That's right, I won't either. You hear me, you young whippersnapper? Hey, calm down. There's no need for all this hostility. I just want to take a statement from each of you. I'm not going to rough either of you up, I give you my word. Come now, fair maidens. What do you say? Will you cooperate? Fair maidens. My, you little rascal. You sure know the way to a woman's heart. Lang Z says, the passage of time is but a fleeting moment, and a lady is young forever. Lang Z says, this is how to riz. Trying to outdo my edgy poo with your fancy smancy sayings. Let's get this over with. Sure, just as soon as Mr. Prosecutor leaves SB. Mr. Edgeworth. Masih lama ini. Looks like we got the boot again. With Lance safe, the focus of the investigation will shift solely onto the murder. You mean the infighting between the kidnappers? Yes, and also the identity of the remaining kidnapper. Miles, my boy. Tell me it's true. Tell me that you've really found my boy. Yes, Mr. Amano, we found him earlier in the stadium. Then, my little Lance is unhurt? He's not exactly the picture of perfect health, but his life is not in danger. He's being questioned right now by Agent Lang. Poor Lance. It must have been so horrible for him, locked up like a... Hicks. Yeah, tell me about your boy. It was nothing. I'm still in shock over what happened to Oliver, but I have to say I'm relieved that Lance is alright. Okay. A letter? Ah, the way Lance is being chased after by women reminds me of someone I know. I almost can't believe he received yet another love letter, you know. Here, take a look for yourself. Isn't this a breach of confidentiality? It's a very simple love letter. Yeah, this is not a love letter. It's from a loan company, Tender Lender. Look more like a collection bill to me. Yeah, the Tender Lender loan company was, I think, in the third game with your beloved Viola is a character. Tender Lender loan company. Aduh, pinjaman. He loves me not. He loves me not. Oh, that's the 12th one! No, you can't give up, Lauren. Just one more try. Excuse me, but I can't help but feel a bit sorry for all the flowers you've gone through. I suppose if they were me, then... I believe you said that you're Lance's girlfriend when we first met, correct? Yes, I am, but... Oh, it's not like we both think of each other as lovers. But he did give me this ring, so I guess we're not just friends either. I mean, because this isn't just any ordinary ring. It tastes so sweet when you lick it. Ah, it's so wonderful. You mean to tell me that he gave you a lollipop ring? So which is it? Have you guys not decided if you're going out, or is it just one-sided? Decided. Shouldn't the parties involved naturally just know? My father used to work for Mr. Amano, and so Lance and I grew up together. I said it out loud! Osana Najimi ternyata. Osana Najimi. I don't see how that's anything to be embarrassed about. So your father was an employee of the Amano group. What did he do? I heard his job was to fly around the world. On Pegasus. Pegasus? Pegasus was the name of the airplane. The airplane belonged to the company. You had me there for a second. But now it's all changed. My father, he isn't around anymore. Oh, I see. 10 tahun yang lalu dia naik Pegasus pergi ke dunia lain dan tidak pernah kembali. Damn. Riding Pegasus to whereabouts unknown. Sounds like the stuff of legends are made of. It's been so long, I don't think I'd recognize him if we were ever to meet again. I'm so sorry, Lauren. But I won't give in to the sadness. I have to live! Yes, Lauren! Live! So about the case. About this incident. Incident? But isn't the kidnapping already over and dealt with? I've been here the whole time, so I'm afraid I don't know much about any other incident. How did you come to know that Lance had been kidnapped? Oh, that's because of my woman's intuition. You base everything on that? I know everything when it comes to my Lance. It's really strange. It really must be destiny. Blush. She started fantasizing again. Hello. So what are you gonna do now, Mr. Edgeworth? We already established that there's a good chance that the killer is the other kidnapper. It's my duty to figure out who this other person is. The kidnapper's hideout. Yeah, ring pop kan? Yang apa? The candy lollipop on a ring. The obvious location is the kidnapper's hideout, but we're still not allowed in, remember? Well, Agent Lang and his men should be done with this area. Excuse me, sir. What do you have to report? Sir, nothing unusual out of the ordinary, sir. Where have I heard such redundancy before? Is it possible for you to let us take a look around inside? Sir! Roger, sir! Well, that was easy. Well, that was surprisingly hassle-free. Are you certain? Didn't Agent Lang order you not to allow me in? Sir, that's true, sir, but... Detective Gumshoe asked me personally to let you in, sir. And I couldn't refuse a request for him. Wow. Looks like Detective Gumshoe has a following. Popular. Furthermore, I was asked to give this document to you, sir. What is this? That man in the picture, isn't this Mr. Oliver Deacon? But the name here says Colin Deveray. Oliver Deacon, Colin Deveray. Yeah, that's an anagram. It appears that Colin Deveray was his real name. What is this? He was convicted in a case 10 years ago and sent to prison. Apparently, he broke out of jail and then just vanished. He must have become Oliver Deacon to cover up the fact that he was an escaped felon. Now, I'm not sure what's going on anymore. Is there some sort of link between the victim's past and this current case? Okay, let's focus on one thing at a time. More than thinking things through, I think you should try remembering things first. I'm not sure I follow what it is you're saying. Sir, the door was locked down tight when they went to check out the room, so they got about 10 officers to help out and break the door down, sir. I see. I guess that means I got Agent Lang's leftovers. Kidnappers hideout. So this is where the kidnappers planned their foul deed. While you were tied up for a while in the room next door. Hee hee. Kate, please, must you bring that up again? Now then, down to business. There might still be some clues left in this room. Let's try to find out what we can of the other kidnapper's identity. Kidnapper's hideout. There's a costume here. Those would dispose of all the more non-costumes. That's so sad. In the hideout, there is a trash bin for old and useless costumes. Beyond this door is where the kidnappers held you. Must you keep reminding me? But it's the awesome room. It's the room where I got to your awesome face. You didn't need to remind me of that mortifying moment either. Key. Isn't that what you're supposed to do when you see one? I am not having this conversation with you. Okay, key. Coffee. Cheap styrofoam cups. Huh, looks like only 3 cups were used. Folding chairs. There are 3 chairs. Ada 3 kursi. Ada 3 kopi. The common denominator between the cups and the folding chairs is the number 3. The number of missing costumes is also 3. But there are only 2 kidnappers. Indeed. Something isn't adding up. Literally. Is it possible there's a 3rd kidnapper that Lance didn't see? Okay, that's a fact. One shot, Mr. Edgeworth. It's a broken mirror. Photo rally. This door is thoroughly broken thanks to the police who forced it open. Apa ini? Sword. Broken prop sword left cleanly in half. Swords don't usually break on their own. Yeah, I would think so. I would think not. Alright, let's think about it this way. Maybe it broke when someone was trying to use it for or on something. I suppose that's what happened when 10 officers break their way into the great forest. Hey, that's odd. The lock on this is completely fine. But how is that possible after what the officers told us? Yeah, the lock had been in use when the door was busted down, then the lock itself should be completely wrecked. The door had to be forced open, yet the lock is intact. Was it not locked? Door, sword. They used the sword to prop the door. It's a bit strange that the police had to force their way into an unlocked room. One look at the pristine door lock and anyone can see that it was not in use at the time. But the policeman outside said that it took 10 men to get it open. A door that was locked tight despite it being not locked at all. It can only be because of this. Oh, you mean... Yeah, it was used to jam the door. Here, take a look at the door handle. Do you see how the handle is completely destroyed? So that's how the sword broke. Broken prop sword. Sorry I can't stay till the end. It's okay with the lore. Thank you for watching. I thought we might uncover the true identity of the kidnappers. But instead, we've only uncovered more questions that need to be answered. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, am I correct? What are you doing suddenly popping out of the secret entrance like that? This is an underground passage used by staff members, sir. We badgers also make use of it in our duties. Look, why don't you get out of there first and then we'll talk, okay? I beg your pardon, miss. Proto Badger get! Alright, only one more to go. What are you getting all excited about? Did you forget? The photo rally! Duh! See, look, now all I have to do is get a picture of the bad badger and I'm done. What? It's gone! But where did it go? Huh? What happened? What's wrong? A bad badger costume is missing, sir. Oh, is that all? Well, it's missing because the kidnappers stole it. I heard about how they were stolen, but they said that only 3 of the costumes had been taken. What? Is he saying that more than 3 of the costumes are gone? Hey, I'm back. Hello, Yura. Welcome back. Tadi Shin nyariin. Mr. Proto Badger, please tell me a little more about these costumes you use. Okay, talk to me, Proto Badger. It's moving. What did you mean by a bad badger costume is missing? Why, just what I said, sir. We are 1 bad badger short. Counting the spares, we have 2 of each costume on hand at all times. Okay, so because one of them is walking around in the park, the other should be in that room. Actually, both of them should be in that room. Huh? What do you mean? Normally, we don't use the bad badger costumes. In fact, we only use them during a certain event at a set time each day. It's the stage show where the bad badger wreaks havoc around the park. Oh, that's cute. And the other badgers must work together to apprehend him, sir. I'm speechless that such a show exists. Well, sir, I was just trying to explain to you the only time we use that costume. Then doesn't that make it near impossible to take a picture of the bad badger? Personally, I can't believe it's this close to showtime and there's no costume. Oh dear, what am I to do, sir? Artinya, the kidnappers stole 4 costumes in total. There's 4 kidnappers? No, I don't think so. The stolen ones. Wouldn't they have gone for the full set?
Take that!
If you had 4 people and want to steal a 4th costume, wouldn't you naturally go for the full set and steal a pink badger costume? I believe the culprits needed 2 bad badger costumes, but the question is why? Logic. Ada kostum yang dibuang. The second bad badger costume, I believe it may be closer at hand than we think. What do you mean? That costume in the trash, wouldn't you say that it's wearing some very telltale pants? Hey, you're right, let's get it out of there and take a look. As I suspected, it's a bad badger costume. Minus the head. Look, its hand is hurt. Looks more like something was ripped off of it. Do we deduce it with this thing? Not this thing. Bad Badger has a gun. So where's the gun?
Eureka!
I believe what we have here is an inconsistency. Between what? Look carefully, our costume is not holding something in its right hand that it should be. Oh, the gun! Precisely. The Bad Badger was designed to always hold a gun in its right hand. You there! Did you remove the gun from this Bad Badger's right hand? No, I did not, sir. The gun is supposed to be securely attached to the costume. As I thought, the rip itself confirms my hypothesis that the gun was forcibly removed. Mr. Proto Badger, the gun is, of course, not a functioning weapon. Absolutely not, sir. It's just a model gun. However, it can fire blanks. We need to use them for the stage show. The kidnappers also had a need for the model gun. Missing gun. Woo! I think we're about done with this room. So what's next? Well, we found a few answers. But there's still a few things out there we have to ask a certain person about. Let's go, okay? Mr. Edgeworth, sir. You gotta hurry, sir. Come on. What is it, detective? They found a blue badger costume down in front of the main gate, sir. What? Isn't that what one of the kidnappers was wearing? Bingo! That's why you gotta come to the main stage, main gate with me right now. If we hurry, we might still be able to get there before Wolf Boy does. Okay. Woo! So, I don't think we can finish in the 3-hour mark. Pertanyaannya case-nya juga harusnya apakah kita lanjut? Atau sudah dulu? Ladder final confrontation former. Let's just keep going for a bit. Where's the costume, Detective Gumshoe? Just on the other side of the fountain, sir. Was it out here in the open all along? masih jauh banget atau enggak, aku nggak inget sih. Tapi kayaknya minimal sejam ada. Ada confrontation, terus nanti ada lagi. Lumayan sih. I discovered the tall grass back there. We moved it out here in order to examine it more thoroughly. Okay, there should be like aku udah nggak inget sih, tapi it's still quite a bit, I'm pretty sure. Tapi udah mulai mendekati akhir sih. Tapi masih lumayan jauh dari akhir. Okay, I think udah mau ini. Kalau kita lanjut kita nggak mungkin dapat bagian yang enak sih. So what I think we can just continue besok sisa case ini. Terus kalau ternyata paling cuma sejam or so, masih ada sekitar 2 jam, kita bisa lanjut ke case 4 berikutnya sampai save point to be continued-nya paling. I think that works. So that's quite enough buat malam ini, I think. So to recap, oh ini belum. Okay, to recap, ini case kejadian just after we landed the plane. Jadi setelah case kedua, si Edgeworth turun, terus tiba-tiba ditelepon sama Ernest Amano. Katanya anaknya diculik. Terus kita jadi orang yang nganterin ransom duitnya, dan pada saat itu kita bawa suitcase, kita bawa kopernya yang dikasih sama Roda, isinya duit. Tapi terus kita bawa ke haunted house di mana kita diserang. Si Edward diserang di situ, terus ketangkap sama kidnapper. Dan pada saat itu kita ketemu sama Kay Faraday, the Great Thief. Kita keluar ketemu sama Shilong Lang, the Interpol agent. Terus ternyata dia juga udah ada di sini. Investigations happen. Ternyata ada yang meninggal. Yang meninggal adalah si siapa namanya? Oliver Deacon. Ternyata dia adalah butlernya Mr. Amano. Terus kita ketemu beberapa tokoh-tokoh lain seperti Wendy Oldbag, Lauren sama Best Girl Emma Sky. Dan investigationnya so far kita tahu bahwa kemungkinan besar kidnappernya ada 3. Terus sekarang mereka menemukan Blue Badger kostum yang harus kita cek. So far baru sampai situ. Dan seingatku masih ada confrontation lagi, sama nanti ada investigation satu lagi terakhir, yang harusnya nggak tahu sih sejam atau enggak, tapi gampang lah. Kita lanjut besok. Nanti kalau misalnya ternyata terlalu pendek, kita lanjut ke case berikutnya. Anak yang diculik itu cewek atau cowok? Cowok. Namanya Lance Amano. Anaknya si Ernest Amano. Kita ada kata belum? Atau belum muncul? Kayaknya belum muncul deh kalau kita belum selesai case-nya. Ya. Yeah. Tadi si Lance Amano yang tiba-tiba muncul di stage. Entah kenapa, terus ya udah kita disuruh cabut. Jadi semua karakternya udah ada, tinggal siapa pembunuhnya dan kenapa. Konspirasi apa tuh? Iya. Coba kita lihat. Ya ini belum bisa kita cek lagi sih, ini yang kemarin. Baru yang kemarin. So I think we unlock this when we finish the chapter. Udah ada temanya K, asik. Si K adalah anak yang diculik itu sendiri, waduh. Ya, K itu siapa? Nanti akan ini sih. Tapi yang jelas bukan K korban apa? Bukan korban kidnapping ya. Terus yang kita belajar di case ini juga, case ini ada hubungannya sama Interpol pasti. Atau nggak tahu sih, soalnya si Lang itu kan bagian dari International Police juga kan. Astaga. Tima, thank you 9 Povin bersahabatnya. Nggak ada pesannya. semakin mendekat goals. Tadi aku ngomongin apa? Ya. Jadi Interpol is part of this, right? Somehow. I don't know how, tapi ada hubungan sama International Police, pasti ada kasusnya. Soalnya ya begitulah. Soalnya kasusnya mirip Franziska kemarin, dia tiba-tiba udah ada di tempat, padahal kayaknya case-nya case yang nggak terlalu penting gitu. Jadi yeah, I forget, I don't remember the details. Thank God I don't remember the details. Ini game tuh seru. ini game seru kalau inget. Ya, nyicil jatuh sangka. Thank you Tima. Tadi juga ada yang donate. Ada hamba Allah sama Ima. Thank you. Tadi terakhir girlsnya aku hide soalnya kalau di posisinya di situ dia nutup teks. Bisa aku pindahin lagi sih, tapi kayak di mana? Di situ. Sedikit demi sedikit. Okay. That's all for today's Ace Attorney Investigations. We will continue tomorrow dengan the latter half of case 3. Dan semoga mungkin bisa lanjut ke case 4 juga. Bagian atas sama samping di atasku gitu. Nanti aku cek deh dia biar nggak ngeblok teks sama ukuran yang enaknya berapa. Oke, sudah dulu untuk stream malam ini. Thank you sudah menonton, thank you yang sudah mampir, thank you yang sudah donate. Sampai ketemu di stream besok, kita masih lanjut Ace Attorney Week sampai aku mabuk. Sampai kelar lah game, maybe. Atau setelah kayak gitu ya, oke. I guess this is fine. Ntar kita lihat kalau if it blocks text or not. Otsu, terima kasih telah datang. Kemarin quotes-nya apa dari Roda? May your skies be blue wherever you go ya? Apa sih? May your skies be blue wherever you may go. Semoga langitmu selalu biru kemanapun kau pergi. Otsu, thank you.